Hey, Cherryville family. So, super excited to talk to you guys today because I have some good news for all of you. One of the things that people are most interested in is, can I have my wedding right now? And the answer is undeniably yes. Now, if you're a person who is high risk or has strong concerns about COVID, of course, you should always follow your best instincts and you don't want to do anything that's going to make yourself or the people closest to you feel uncomfortable. However, if you're somebody who is excited about celebrating your love, celebrating with your friends and family, you undeniably can have your wedding. It's going to be a blast. So, COVID has been around for a while. We all know that. And the venues have gotten very, very good at becoming creative with their spaces, opening things up. Some venues are literally knocking down walls so that there's enough airflow in their outdoor spaces. They have outdoor heaters, they have tents. The venues have gotten very, very good at allowing their spaces to fulfill all the mandates required so that you can have a really, really fun wedding that still adheres to all of the mandates and you don't have to worry about it. I know that there's a lot of stuff out there right now, like, oh, if you get married right now, have fun having the cops come and shut your wedding down. That's not happening. I can tell you for 100% accuracy, that's just not happening. We've been photographing weddings during the lockdown, granted, not to the extent that we typically would in a year where there weren't strict mandates. But the weddings are going. The weddings are a blast. They're having a really, really great time. The staff is incredible. The staff is, I hope you don't mind, I have my noise canceling earpods in. My children are home all the time right now, for better or for worse, so don't mind the AirPods. But the staff is amazing. They follow all the regulations. And the staff is also very good about posting all the mandates, but they're not policing people. So, another big fear people have is, oh my gosh, if I stand up from my table, people are going to yell at me to put a mask on. If you're just getting up from your table, you're walking around, don't worry about it. It's going to be a really, really good time. Weddings are very safe, so, as most of you know, Cherryville Photography has more than one photographer, right? Where we have a team of photographers. It's been fantastic for our couples because despite all the reschedules, we've been able to fulfill every single obligation. We have always been available for our girls. And the other thing is because I own the wedding, if there were any breakouts from any of the weddings that we photographed, I would have to be contacted. I would have to be contacted if there was a COVID outbreak from a wedding. And there hasn't been. There hasn't been any COVID outbreaks from weddings. So weddings are safe, weddings are fun, girls are getting married, girls are having a blast, girls are celebrating their love, guys are celebrating their love. I know that some of you guys out there, you're also super excited for it, so I don't mean to keep you out. Um, but do it. Have a good time. One of the other things that you should always kind of keep in the back of your mind is if you keep rescheduling, keep postponing your weddings, a lot of times people can think that venues aren't small businesses because they're so big and can somewhat seem impersonable. Most of the time, people realize that photographers like myself, we're a small business, and people have that understanding that we need to work to feed our family. But sometimes people have this perception that venues are just this corporate entity, and they're not. They have very, very big mortgage payments or rent payments that they have to pay on their building. So if couples keep rescheduling, you just have to keep in mind that a business can't go without income for a year and be expected to survive. So if you want to be able to enjoy having amazing times in New Jersey, you have to keep having amazing times in New Jersey. This can't go on forever. A business simply can't survive without income for a year. It's not feasible. So these venues want to host your wedding. They're doing everything they can. They've done construction on their buildings to make sure you can stay safe. So please don't keep postponing, because if you I know there's a lot of rumors out there and it can feel scary. But if you keep listening to rumors and being nervous that you can't have your wedding, even though the venues keep telling you do, pretty soon there's just not going to be any venues to come back to. And that's when you have stuff like these big corporate entities coming in and buying up all these buildings. And you'll lose the ability to have that personal touch with Chris, who owns, a certain venue. If you want to be able to work with venues that are owned by small families, you can't keep rescheduling your wedding. So one, you totally can have your wedding, and it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be fabulous, and it's going to be safe, and it's going to follow the mandates, and everybody's going to have a blast. I can tell you from experience, we've been attending weddings and photographing weddings that were amazing. They're legal. They're legal. I know that there is a lot of talk about dance floors. Oh, dance floors are illegal. Dance floors are illegal. Okay, so yes, maybe a piece of wood in the middle of the floor technically isn't supposed to be there, but there's nothing that says you can't dance. And like I said, these venues have become amazing at being very, very creative with their spaces so that people are allowed to celebrate and move their body in a rhythmical way. So you totally can dance and celebrate and have fun. So don't be scared. Don't be nervous if you feel comfortable having your wedding. Now, like I said, if you're a person who is very, very cautious, you have reasons for concern, you never want to feel uncomfortable. You never want to be pressured into having your wedding if you're just not there yet and you're not ready yet. There's so many things you can do. You can have a small ceremony now and a big party later. You can keep your wedding limited to the people that you're seeing all the time right now. So please don't ever feel pressure to do something you're not ready to do. But if you're ready to get out there and celebrate your love with your friends and your family, you 100% can do that. We work with so many different venues. So if you're looking very specifically for what venues can accommodate what types of parties, I encourage you, give me a call. We can have a candid conversation over the phone at 908 208 2052, and I can help guide you to venues that are able to accommodate different types of parties. As always, you can always check out our website, cherryvillephotography.com. We have our online portfolio set up so that you can do online tours of real weddings so you can see what a wedding looks like on the day of your wedding. Our portfolio is set up by venue, so it's very easy to go through and browse. But don't feel like you have to delay. You can have it. We're ready to photograph your wedding. Venues are ready to host your wedding. DJs are ready to put on an amazing party for you at your wedding. So 2021, this year, is scheduled to be an outstanding year. This is a record-breaking year for us, actually. We have so many weddings booked, and I'm just so excited to get back to doing what I love doing, what my photographers love doing, just being there with you and capturing this amazing day. So feel free to schedule your wedding if you want to. Know that dates are really booking quickly, very, very quickly. So if you're thinking about scheduling it, it's something that you'll probably want to hop on soon. Don't delay too long because the good dates are getting taken up pretty quickly with all the girls from 2020 rescheduling to their new dates. And if I can help in any way at all, like I said, give me a call or text me at 908 208 2052. You can always email us at info@cherryvillephotography.com. check out our website or our Instagram. And yeah, it's just going to be awesome. It's going to be a great time, a great year for love, and I can't wait to see you guys. Stay safe and healthy.